Hey then, welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent mind professor, knives and all things sharp. So I'm back, grab your pens and paper. Class is about to begin. Today we're doing another one new to my lineup. It's the Sencut Citius. That's right, Sencut Citius. Nice little knife. Definitely kind of liking the feel of it. Before we get too far in this, let's get our syllabus out of the way real quick, shall we? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here on Fridays, we normally do knife reviews. Sometimes I'll do a review of some piece of camping or survival gear, compasses, flashlights, cooking gear, that sort of thing. But mainly knives. Then on Mondays, every now and again, I'll do a video called Knife Basics, which you really need to know. This one is aimed more at the new person in the knife world, one who isn't quite sure what all the fancy terms are. Things like G10, micarta, skeletonized frames, what is 9CR 18 MOV, what is AUS 10, these sorts of things. Sorts of things that, if you're not really up to it and not sure what they're talking about, can leave you going, okay, I guess so, when you're at a knife show or a knife store. With this video series, we'll get you up to speed so you don't have to sound like a total idiot. I'm sorry, you don't sound like a total idiot. You just sound naive. Let's try that. For those of you who've been with us for a while, welcome back. I'm glad you can make it. Only got one question for y'all, and it's kind of a silly question in a way, but it's still important. Have you subscribed yet? Okay. I'm seeing some people over here on the West Coast who have subscribed. I see a couple people down there in Texas. Some people up in Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, New York, amazingly enough. I even see someone over there in Ireland and another person over there in France, which is great. Unfortunately, I can't ship to y'all over in Europe anymore thanks to some new regulations, which is a shame because I used to sell knives to Europeans fairly regularly, but I can't do it anymore. At least not until my legal advisor comes up with a new way for me to ship them, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. But enough of all that. You aren't here to listen to me ramble on about the world of politics and the barriers it's propping up. You're here for this. So let's get back to it. Sencut is another brand owned by We Knives. Like Civivi, it uses the same designers as We Knives. So it uses slightly upscale materials from some of the other knife brands out there. And it's still being offered at a really nice price. For example, this one has a recommended price of, let me double check, of $46.95 is just retail price. I'll have to double check what's on my website, but I think, if I remember correctly, I'm offering it for $31.95. If not, I'm pretty close to that. All in all, nice knife. It's 4.13 inches closed. Very nice G10 handle scales, very nicely textured. Scalloped to fit the hand nicely. Very thin 3¼ inch 9CR 18 MOV blade, which has a very nice thumb hole in it, but it opens so nicely. I mean, you can reflect it if you want. I still prefer the extended tang on the back. It's just more natural for me, and it's a little stiff, but it pops open beautifully. feels almost like it's assisted, but as you can see, it's not. If it had been assisted, there would have been a spring in there stopping it right about there and trying to cause it to pop back up, but no spring. The frame inside is skeletonized, so it helps keep the weight down, which is nice. Pocket clip is a nice heavy design. Unfortunately, you can't. Well, no, I take that back. You can flip it to left-hand carry instead of right-hand carry, but you're stuck with that tip up. You can't go for tip down, which is a shame. It's got a lanyard hole. I know some people want to know why you'd put a lanyard hole on a pocket knife, but if you live in the north and you're trying to get your knife out of your pocket in cold weather, lanyard makes it a lot easier to do that. In the south, well, I don't have lanyards on 90% of my knives because, well, I never have to wear gloves. It never gets that cold, so makes it nice. But as nice as this long, thin drop point knife is, that appearance isn't everything. Let's see how it does in the usual standard battery of tests, shall we? Start as always with a piece of scratch paper. And let's see. Okay. Maybe not as nice as a Wii or a Civivi, but still cutting pretty nicely there. Can't complain about that at all. Let's see here. Cardboard. Here's some cardboard. Again. Not bad. That's good. Yeah, this knife is going to do a very nice job of opening up any cardboard box I can think of. Hang back your chest. Standard soda bottle, but it's about the same thickness as most hang packages. So let's see. Wow, that tip goes in beautifully. Can't complain about that, that's for sure. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, paracord. Let's see how the paracord does here. And that's nice. Let's see about a smaller loop, which we can just get the tip through. 1, 2. Very sweet. Let's see here. Zip ties. Let's go ahead and see how the zip ties do. As those of you who have been with me for a while know, I consider zip ties to be one of the handiest inventions around. Not only can you secure your guns at a gun show or a knife show, matter of fact, you can secure a knife too if you need to, but it can also be used by riot police as handcuffs. It can be used to hold wires when you're wiring a new computer or sound system, or even down in the garage when you're putting in new outlets. It can even be used out in the field for some tent making and the like. But it's tough to cut. So, 1, 2 tries. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. I've known knives that did a lot worse with a lot less. Heavy cowhide. Let's see how this does, shall we? Okay, sorry. Ever since COVID, my left hand just does not grip as well as it should. Which makes testing this on cowhide, that's not bad. Yeah. As soon as that knife it just flies through the cowhide. Very nice, very sweet. Let's see here. Let's go to... Can't do much more with this. I'm going to have to replace it soon, but we can still do a little bit with it down here at this end, at least. So let's start by seeing how well it stabs into wood. Not bad. Let's see if I stab with the grain instead of against the grain. Goes in even deeper. Nice. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, it's feathering it up okay. Nice. Just a minute, please. Sorry, my son was getting a wee bit loud there. But, okay, we've stabbed, cut. Let's see how this thing does chopping. I mean, admittedly, that's not the first type of blade I'd pick for chopping, but we want to see how well it does at any type of use. No matter how unlikely it is that I would actually choose it to use it that way out in the field. And it's chopping all right. I mean, it's small bites, but it's also thin blades, so you're not going to get big bites with it. Don't have a piece of wood I can baton through, but that's okay. We also have not gotten any more wires in to test it that way, but we can still check, see how it does on ferro rod. Now, there is something of a coating on this, and the edges are fairly nicely rounded, so I doubt it will get any sparks this way. Nope. Let's try that choil. Definitely not a good finger choil, sharpening choil only, but it still gives us something that might get us some sparks. Let's see. Got a few there, but not many. Yeah, a few, but not enough to really do anything. Let's try the thumb hole. Nope. Not anything from the thumb hole either, so. Yeah, it's a good thing ferro rods come with steel strikers, because you aren't going to be able to use this to get any sparks out in the field. But that's okay, because, I mean, this is definitely more of a city carry than a country carry or field carry. Let's see if anything we've done so far has caused any problems, shall we? No. That is still very nice. So there you have it. The Citius from Sencut. Nice looking knife. Very comfortable. Doesn't shake closed well, but it pops open like nobody's business. And it didn't. I don't see any damage to the blade whatsoever. So, yeah. I definitely consider this for an EDC knife. At least, especially if you're certified. This will cut anything you need to here in the city. No, I wish I had a tire I could stab this into now. Because as thin as that thing is, I'm willing to bet you cut into a tire in no time flat with this thing. But enough of that. I've got other things I need to do, including help my daughter put away groceries. It sounds like she just got home from the store, so I wish you all luck. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little something here. And remember, it may be ability decides what you can do. Maybe motivation decides what you will do. But it's attitude decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do anything, do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.